space control here for Spain. They have no way of pushing back into Sweden. They have to hope that their flankers do some work.
Yeah, being conservative though, they back away, and here comes the EMP over the fight. Neptuno's able to get out after the fact, and Harry responds. He finds reinforce on that Winston, but Madison gets in there. It's all about Sweden right now. They're looking indomitable on this attack. They're investing a lot of ultimates in it, but the damage is sticking.
The damage is absolutely going to stick, and Sweden should be able to clean up this point. However, a little bit of credit to Neptuno there. Even
though I think they have to, at least they're going to give it a shot, but Sweden is so close that any attempt might just be dashed aside in a cursory fashion. Spain is still going to approach, so they're going to get up close. Vic goes down early on. That's a great pick from Neptuno. Switch though trying to make amends with a Dragon Blade. He can't get close enough though. Spain starting to find their feet a little bit more. 3 for 3 in the fight so far. 3 players on each side on the payload here, and let's see what Managing can do. He's nice and healthy.
Manton is still around in this fight. Bromos going to have to find some work this point around. It's been a relatively slower game for him so far, and that can't happen. Spain needs Bromos to have contribution, but outnumbered, outgunned, Sweden will take the point.
A lot of players up on the high ground here for Sweden, anticipating Spain, hoping to try and drop down. They'll be denied that opportunity. Transcendence in over the fight for Chips, and now Sweden are going to follow this in. Spain will spumble one of their own. The pulse bomb doesn't connect, but Bromos managed to find Zevasai amongst the fury of the fight.
And this is Bromos we've been seeing the past 2 days. Able to take down not one, but both supports, making this happen for Sweden, and just knocks to Vic right in the mouth. Goodbye, son. This is still very even right now. Spain looking to keep it even. Harryhook though under pressure, not able to get out. Too much pressure coming in from Sweden on all sides. They pick off Spain from the left. They pick them off from the right. And now it is just the D.Va stalling here to buy some time.
Toxicin can't get too much done there. Zevasai finishes him off as he's ejected quickly from his suit. Now Sweden are on the final stretch. Dragon Blade there. Pulse Bomb is there. Spain have no ultimates to work with.
And Vic right now just looking for any comers right now. Anyone he can throw this bomb onto, he will take. And there it is. Does it stick? It does. Goodbye, Harryhook to Vic, firing right back.
Both DPS ultimates get a kill each, and now it's Manhattan and Chips also contributing. Everyone on the side of Sweden is finding their targets and kills. Neptuno doesn't even get to the payload in time.
We have an ambush play being set up right now. Sweden awfully far forward, and from downtown. Beautiful bio nade to delay Spain just a little bit.
That is absolutely filthy. Swoosh also hit the Helix rocket, by the way, so it wasn't just the bio grenade. There could have been a pick there. That's how low some of the Spain's players were, but they managed to resist the urge to go sleeping early, and now they're ready to set up an attack.
Not a lot of chill right now in the Spain offense. Harryhook already grabbing good positioning here on the high ground, looping right around. And Spain, it's the buddy system in play right now. Staying together with Toxicin in the air. Sweden right now just rolling around, really looking for the right opportunity, but they are giving up progress on the point. They're going to have to sweep around soon.
Chips has been zoned down there, but Toxicin is a mid-air sleep dart. Are you kidding me? And then Toxicin can't get off the ground quick enough. Lovely stuff there. Bromos and Harryhook still trying to respond, though, losing 2 of their teammates, and they are still up on this point. Oh, Twig just gets blown up there. That's a Discord Orb's power, and Bromos connects so many of those shots. Now he's going to be looking for the Zenyatta, but he's lost a couple of teammates in the meantime, and that's it! Chips turns around! Bromos gets too close for comfort, and the Orb definitely is a destructive one.
Spain, with 3 minutes and 15 seconds here on Bromos, he would love nothing more than to drop down from the heavens and deliver a gift to take down a Sweden player and let Spain do well, but he's a little bit out of the fight as the fight has already begun.
Yeah, sound barrier for Sweden means he needs to wait on this pulse bomb. It's going to drop behind the player and doesn't connect, but Spain is still making this work despite the sound barrier being there for Sweden. Neptuno, Harryhook are all over it now, and look at his positioning here from Neptuno. He knows he's safe. He's throwing in those Discord Orbs to keep his team across the line, and Spain get it done. Neptuno, the orchestrator of the demise of the Swedes in that fight.
Sweden did fly through this map relatively quickly, so Spain is basically looking to tread water, even things out here. This next fight, it more must win for them, but Sweden, they're going to dive right in.
That's frightening. It is the attack of Reinforce. He's straight in, but Chips Hyatt is picked off despite the aggression of Sweden starting that fight. They left their backline open, and of course very vulnerable now, and Spain are going to make that work in their favor. Both DPSs for Sweden are down. Harryhook's just getting the cleanup now.
Sweden perhaps a little bit overeager. They did have a slight edge going into that fight, but Harryhook is the edge for Spain. Cutting people down. Great stuff for them.
Now they need to finish the match, or at least force the replay to go for a full hold. Toxicin in with the blaze.
Toxicin moving right in. The barrier protecting him. D-Max D.Va slices through the armor, slices through D.Va, and goes to the top, but not able to get Swoosh. However, the distraction is enough. Bromos picks up where he left off, and Spain on the verge of capping this out.
Vic comes in. Harryhook falls to his hand. Finds 2. Are you kidding me? What a turnaround for Vic, but he doesn't hang around for long enough. That could have been it. That could have been what they needed to hang on. There is a D.Va up on the point for the moment. moment here. Sweden is stalling this out. Managed to find Winghaven. He was 1v5. Unbelievable! To get 3 kills in the space of 5 seconds. He's limited Spain so much. Of course, Managed wasn't 1v5 after those kills came through, but it was a huge disadvantage for him. He managed to get a kill. Insane. Transcendence for Spain, though. They're not going to allow this to go lightly.
Transcendence coming in right now to try and let them catch Sweden off guard, but they're able to roll back. No one is killed during that time, and Sweden in a great position, but they lose Managed. He's not able to remech, and Spain, though bloody, able to get into this fight very well.
Reinforcers out though. He's serious about this one. Harryhook goes, Chips now on towards Winghaven. It's back and forth. 26 seconds left in the round, and Sweden to come back. They've got the players on the point. Spain are falling apart like dominoes, like flies, whatever you like. They've got to get the heck out.
Spain right now, they are in emergency time. They're not going to be able to finish this out with any time remaining, but they can go for the draw. 10 seconds left remaining. They must touch the payload to bring it into overtime. Now they set up. They're going to be coming right up the gut, and we'll see if they have it in them to catch Sweden off guard.
We're going to be in overtime. There's no other way about it. They're going to jump straight on him, but Chips finds Zach already to start the fight. That's a very big pick off the Dragon Blade for Toxikin. He's immediately forced to reflect the damage coming through. The Transcendence is there for Sweden. They've got all the ultimates they need, and there it is. They'll stand tall. Spain are not finishing this map. They're not getting the Omnic to his trailer. And the first map is Sweden's.
Toxikin can't really open the barrage unless the defensive matrix were in his day, but he's such a threat. They're all looking at Toxikin. They're not looking at the rest. And Spain, so many ultimates to open this up.
Oh, the barrage. There's no defense matrix to stop it, but finally it comes in for Managed, but Reinforcers already failed. A terrible start to the fight for Sweden yet again. It's 90% for Spain. Toxikin now with free reign. He's actually boots on the ground for the moment, but a sound barrier is going to keep him topped up in this most vulnerable of times for him.
Spain had so many resources going into this fight that getting it for Sweden would be tough, but they did almost get control. We're in overtime right now, and Spain getting easy cleanup, but isn't enough. They've led to Vic alive. He's moving around to the back line, and Sweden still with a hope and a prayer, even as time runs out.
Harryhook was in a position to do work, but he's off the edge. Unfortunately, it's just a consolation prize at this stage for Sweden. They've run out of players here. It's just Chips forced to commit towards the point. He's forced to use his translocator to get out. He'd like to come back in, and he does, briefly. The Rockets, though, they're finding their mark. Manatee back on towards the point now to try and stall things out, and surely not, surely not. Spain had to hold on here. Sweden wants to rest his back in control. Dragon Blade for Swoosh.
Swoosh, but the Dragon Blade Sweden needs it most. That's enough to push him over the edge. They will retake control of this point, and yet...
Big shout out to the ultimate economy of Sweden here. One ultimate is all they use, sound barrier. That means they've got so much to work with. This EMP could get the upset in this round for Sweden. There's a Dragon Blade to follow. They've got so much to work with. Spain, though, aren't without ultimates themselves.
The EMP is a great point right now. Chipsajen is able to put himself over the top. He goes in. The EMP is out, and here comes Sweden. The self-destruct going to the back, and it's a good distraction. 3-0 here for Sweden as they clean right up.
Beautiful stuff, and now 2% to go. Toxikin's hoping to stall the round out, but somehow Sweden bring things back. Spain are down. Bromas was the last to fall. And the first round on Lijiang Tower against the odds. Chips is going to get towards the back line. That's Winghaven going down. He didn't have a lot of support by the looks of things. EMP, you better believe it. Turn your radios off. In fact, you can't turn them on. They're busted. And now Neptuno and Harryhook need to do this work real well. Zephyr to fall down. Harryhook's still up on his feet.
Well, I got news for you here, Vince, because Spain had power generators. They were ready. They're still in this fight, immune to EMPs in some form or fashion. They're going to come back in and recap.
Twicko's so low at the start of the fight. Neptuno again, he's doing such a fantastic job of picking the Tracer up early. That's a terrible omen and a bad start for Sweden in this fight. Dragon Blade for Switch, he's trying to even the scales, but he can't do it. There's not enough support for him. The self-destruct from Manatee finds Dak, but you can see that point. It's covered in blue players. It's all blue right now. And Sweden are feeling it. Maybe they're black and blue after this one. Discord Orb on Reinforced. He's not long for this world, and that surely will be in. A little bit of stall, but it's just a cursory, it's just the pleasantries being exchanged at this stage. EMP doesn't have an effect, but there's no one else to back it up. Manatee, last player, Rast down on the point, being forced off, but they're over time to tick down. He'll try and get back on. De-suited very, very quickly, and that's going to be it.
Sweden able to win the ground war, sort of disregarding on the Farah, and it works as they have first control.
Harryhook just walks the heck up, opens the door, no way! It's a double kill with a concussive blast. Toxikin knocks Manatee and Chips off into the void, then follows up with a kill on Reinforced. That's why you take Farah on maps like this.
And Swoosh right now creeping. He's in the agility spot right now, waiting to bring out the blade and bring the pain. Barrier is out, and Swoosh doesn't care. He's gonna cut through the music, diving into the room, and hits Pager. It's a double kill here from Swoosh, and deadly to Spain's chances.
That's very well done. The point does get flipped back in the process, though, so Spain Valley trying to keep control, but I don't really know if this is worthwhile here. They don't get enough players on the point, and of course it's 99% for Sweden here. Spain should have gone for the fight, but they had to get on the point. They had no other choice, CP, and unfortunately, they're in a lose-lose situation. Sweden are going to be on this point. Spain are nowhere to be seen. It's a 2-0 game so far.
Well, Spain right now looking to find their way to this point. Vic, of course, hot pursuit, coming from behind, pressuring them as they desperately try to get in unscathed. Look at the counter poke here. They did strike, but it might not be enough. Harryhook already out of this fight.
Yeah, Primal Rage used there by Reinforce. He knew that Spain had bundled themselves into the very tight corridors, and that's where those fists are really going to do some damage. Toxic on the point, the Transcendence here for Spain. They're a player down, but they still want to try and stick to this one. But again, great play from Chips. Goes for a later Transcendence, means that the overlap is going to favor the Swedes. Zevo fighting Neptuno. Spain, they've got to get the heck out.
This has been mechanical dominance right now coming in from Sweden. Great positioning, better aiming, better poking. Spain has not been able to get an inch in this here so far. Maybe they just got a tick because they was a little bit chased off, but this is tough. Spain, 45 seconds left. Their tournament life on the line. Harryhook, Tac Visor, armed and ready. If Spain is going to strike an SP now, they drop the beat.
Sound Barrier comes in. Toxican doesn't benefit from the rest of Spain. Does. Toxican now got to go forward through this one. And Harryhook gets the Tactical Visor in there. 5 kills for Sweden are struggling. They're getting cut down and apart. And Spain to move on towards the point.
Dak, not quite there yet. It would be a win for Spain if they could get both of them burned here, but they can't have Vic doing damage into the back before they go in. You need to be threatening enough that they do burn those ultimates and reinforce down. That's going to force a response from Sweden.
Yeah, just maybe a little bit too far for him. Toxican had enough damage to finish him off, and now Harryhook is going to wait for the Transcendent to expire before he goes for this Tactical Visor. Self-destruct up on the point, though. Toxican now trying to shake people loose, and Zevasai was caught by the blast.
Very good right now from Spain. Harryhook, plenty of room to work with. His own personal shooting gallery. He picks up 3. He's striking, and Reinforce going onto that pillar. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Welcome to Harryhook's wild ride.
Absolutely, up on the high ground. Damage being spread straight through, and that's going to be Zevasai falling for a second time. He hasn't spent much time up on these points. Winghaven gets another one as Chips going down. The cone of silence from Manitin. The defense matrix doesn't do enough to keep Tvik alive. And now Spain have the numbers on the point. Almost have it fully captured as well. Just one moment for them alone. We'll have this one done. Boop now over towards Swooshy. Switch towards the May. And of course, Zevasai is going to struggle for the 3rd time, falling very quickly.
Right now, the writing might be on the wall. Spain just needs a little bit more, and they get it. They need to use this mobility of their composition to their advantage.
Right, and that's what we're looking for here. We're looking for a bit of aggression from Spain, but in a controlled dosage. Chipsajen here, one of the best Zenyatta players in the entire world, will be leading from the rear here for Sweden. Again, those Discord orbs follow where he puts those out. Harmony orbs as well to his teammates. He needs to back up a little bit here, realizing he's too far forward, but look for those right-click charge-ups. They can be devastating in the hands of a good Zen.
And know what you're seeing here, right? Because Sweden's running the D.Va, they can power through here in a way that Spain was not able to do until they swapped on their own. So for Sweden, this is very good right now. They're pushing Spain back. They're not giving Spain angles to flank, and they get the first kill on the wing.
Yeah, nicely done. Slow and steady wins the race. Half of Winghaven's health had already been stripped away by Chipsajen before the rest of his team got involved. Swoosh, a little bit out of position there, but here's the cap going underway now. Tvix finally drawn Spain back towards a point, but he's already got half of that capture progress secured.
The trade out is fine for Sweden. They still have more power because of the D.Va. They're able to grab Neptuno, and now the pressure brings itself onto the point. 2 easy kills from Sweden, and Spain simply cannot hold on.
Again, Chips back in the corner here. We realise as the Spain are approaching, he's still keeping his teammates in his field of vision, and that's a good approach. Toxican comes through to find Manitou, but that's it. Nice finish from Chips just as he came up behind him. Maybe a junk crush here. They've got a sound barrier coming up fairly soon. Manitou with a self-destruct. Sweden need to find some early picks.
Tvik right now, creeping onto the outside, looking for that Tracer battle if Bromos will give it to him. Sweden looking to approach from multiple angles, trying to get on the point, but they're going to drop the beat, and here we go.
Zevasai, look at these, trying to control Winghaven, preventing from getting a good jump out to try and help the rest of his teammates. It's a pretty good start to the fight. Zevo, unattended on the point. Swoosh finds that tuner, the D-suit on Toxican. That's big. Very fortuitous for Tvik, who wants to get a few more kills now, as Winghaven was the only one to find one himself.
This is excellent cleanup right now from Sweden. They get everything they need. They still have 5 members up and around. Spain does not have the manpower to push this back, and Sweden has set a far faster time in the 2nd round.
This is not good at all. Manitin, well, Harryhook's trying to de-suit him there, but Manitin seems to be able to back away. Neptuno again found Twig, something he's incredibly good at. But Bromas has to give a lot of respect to Reinforce and plenty of space at that pulse bomb. Drive by. Hope you got insurance for that one, buddy. Bromas to come back on towards the point where the Transcendence is there for Spain.
Spain right now, they know that they're in trouble. 45 seconds left, and this is risky. They throw the Transcendence into this fight here, but it doesn't really seem to be a winning one. Sweden says, we will also pass it to the Iris. Spain, they break it down. They fight for the music, and we'll see if this works.
Sound barrier timing was excellent for Spain. They really needed that one. Sweden already starting to pressure them out. Tvik finds Neptuno, finally at least getting a bit of revenge on that Zenyatta, but the point belongs to Spain for the time being. Toxic de-suited by Tvik. He's going to try and at least stall for as long as he can now. 21 seconds left. Sweden might be able to stand up here. Spain have got to go. They've got to get this point.
Tvik right now, public enemy #1 if you're Spain. Able to take down people into the back, but will it be enough? Attrition rearing its head right now is Spain. Able to flood onto the point. We'll see how much longer Sweden can delay, but Spain might be able to take this.
No way, Winghaven falls the tip quiet. This can't be happening right now. Sweden are going to shut the door in Spain's face if they're not careful. Bromas has found Manitou, but he was decent at the time. Bromas and Harryhook, brothers in arms, standing tall, but for how long? Swoosh and Reinforce are back now, two brothers from the Swedish side of things. The 1v1, surely not. Tvix on the point with Swoosh here. It's going to be too much for Spain to hang on to.
Bromas is down. He was being the hero, but it's not enough. Overtime. Tick, tick, tick. Gone.
Losing Swoosh here is painful, and he would be close to another Dragon Blade, but no, they found Bromas anyway. Maybe this is still the go signal. Pulse Bomb a little bit laconically thrown out there. No real connection, but still, now the fight is still on. Sweden happen to hang around. They've committed a sound barrier and a transcendence to this fight.
Transcendence to this fight here from Spain. They are facing Sweden down, and they are not blinking. They can learn another support ultimate here, might have to. Neptuno is down. Dak, you need to protect your team here as Tvik comes in from the back.
That's it. I think Neptuno actually wanted to end his Transcendence in front of Tvik and try 1v1, and that's pretty ballsy stuff. It's not going to work out, though. Harryhook goes down.
The barrier very late here, not in time to save. Doesn't save Neptuno, doesn't save Harry. There is no tack visor, and Sweden might be on their victory rush right now. Spain falling over and over, and this progress now moving.
Harryhook has a tactical visor and needs to come in very, very quickly, though. Sweden are pushing forward. They're not going to let Spain even touch this point. They need to leave a few players on the point, try and capture, but no! Sweden far too decisive in that final fight. Congratulations. We'll see you at BlizzCon.